I'm Niels Peek, I'm Professor of Health Informatics at the University of Manchester. Got a background in computer science and AI, and I've worked in AI in medicine for a long time actually. I've also been the president of the AI in Medicine Society, which is a small society focused at computer science who work in this area, and it has been around since 1985 actually. Over the course of my career I've learned that this field is really interdisciplinary, and you have to build bridges between disciplines, so build bridges between clinical medicine and computer science, and also other disciplines like health psychology, health economists, epidemiology, statisticians, and patients obviously. So there's a lot of bridges to be built, and that's hard. So the conference I mentioned that is focused on computer scientists usually attracts a few clinicians, but like 3 or 4 maybe or so, and that's it. At this conference it's very much the other way around, so I see very few computer scientists here or data scientists, and I think the challenge is really to bring the two communities together. And in my work in this field I've always found this the main challenge, also in projects, and I'm always very keen to try to bring together those different disciplines and try to create teams that are truly multidisciplinary, so having clinicians on board as well as patients, other healthcare professionals, and then the more technical side of things. So what I really enjoyed about this conference is that people have a lot of attention for the clinician and patient perspective on AI in medicine. And there's also a lot of attention for the perspective of investors. So we just heard, I think, a really interesting session about what do investors actually look at when they consider investment in this area. And I think it's slightly different actually than what is on most people's radar. So the people who, for instance, who are here, who have a startup, I think it was quite refreshing to hear what investors look at. So really good, I think, and that's quite unusual, especially for the academic conferences that I usually go to see that perspective. So I hope for the future, and I think the opportunity is really there now, is that we can build those bridges and we can make sure that AI in medicine technologies are being adopted in clinical medicine, that we can prove and evidence that they have benefits for patients. And at the same time, we can continue to develop new technologies. So we can continue to build that pipeline of new technologies being developed and being brought to clinical medicine. That's the opportunity that we now have, and it's unique. And I hope that will happen.